friend, let's talk about two totally unrelated things. First of all, you talking about Scream, this TV series. It sounds really cool. I really appreciate the crafting that seems to go into good horror, so I'm told by people whose opinion I trust on storycraft. And I also really love that apparent self-awareness that it has. As you could tell by the previous video, I can really go in for, really minute details. Unfortunately, I am not that big of a horror person myself. My imagination is way too overreactive, and I do not like getting startled. Which is a bummer for things like Get Out, because I really want to see that, but I'd also like to be able to sleep sometime in the next week. Although I would pay like double ticket price for that script because I kind of want in. But I'm glad that it's a good show, at least for the moment. Hopefully they'll be nice for a third season. Here's hoping. I kind of go more in for that like slow burn kind of stuff. And one of my favorite things is this really historic thing called The Thing on the Forble Board. And it kind of explores what happens when you dig some of the deepest holes in the earth. Radio Drama Revival ran it as a feature, I think last summer, and there was a discussion between the host, David Reinstrom, and Gabrielle Urbina, who writes Wolf 359, and they talk about it, and it's a really great discussion. I'll put a link to that in the doobly-doo. And now for the totally unrelated thing, which pertains to the title of this video, the best ska band that doesn't exist. So you know those various phrases that sound like they would be really good book titles or poetry titles or song lyrics, all of that kind of stuff? Well, I think about sophomore year of college, I started writing those lines down. And at about that same time, I found this. This is a piece by an artist named David Olenek, and it's one of my favorite things. I mean, look at that rainbow. Here, I'll show you again. Just look at this rainbow. It's kind of amazing. So my brain took those two things, smashed them together, and came up with the concept of the Grumpy Rainbows. The Grumpy Rainbows are a long-running ska band that has a very extensive and varied discography. Alright, some of their discography includes Soup and Snickerdoodles, Hibiscus Hammer, Insomniac Raccoon, which is one of their more experimental works, Waco, Texas Recital, Lighthouse for Skyships, Sound Tourniquet, one of their live albums, Palm Fronds and Traffic Lights, and most recently, Chicago Grit and a Sledgehammer. It would be cool if these could in part exist, but I run into two problems. First, I don't do songwriting particularly well, I don't do poetry that well, and I don't know anything about ska, which presents a little bit of a problem when you want to make up songs for a ska band. I might have to work on that. If you have any leads, let me know. And there's not really any larger point to that. So I will see you on Monday. I've been really into finger guns lately. But I have two problems. My curtains are light and my hand is light. My hand is light. I wish I knew After Effects.